a lot to do with what Lithuanian fintech ecosystem is. It's exactly that, vibrant, dynamic, and actually very hungry. So hungry for success, hungry for what's new, hungry for innovation. And I think mixing with people like that, it rubs off. So I think if you would like to feel that dynamic vibrancy and innovative mindset, you just have to come and be with the right people in the right room.
Lina, it's great seeing you. Thank you so much for taking time to speak to us today.
Thank you, it's great being here.
Okay, for those that haven't had the pleasure of meeting you, tell us briefly who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Lina and I'm head of Rockit here at Vilnius, and Rockit is home of fintech and sustainable innovation.
Okay, and can you tell us what's the role that Rockit plays in fostering and helping the local ecosystem grow?
Okay, so that's exactly what you said. So our mission is to foster and help local and regional ecosystem of innovation grow. We mainly focus on fintech and sustainable innovation. We act as a non-profit organization, and basically we are making sure that the agents in the ecosystem, they collaborate and grow together because we believe in partnerships and working together, not in silos. So we try to be this glue that glues the ecosystem together.
Right, and for those who have not yet had the experience of seeing what's happening in the local ecosystem, what are the attributes that you would highlight about what makes Vilnius and Lithuanian fintech special?
Okay, so there's about 4 things that jump to my head that what's so special. So the first thing is, I mentioned about the glue, how the ecosystem is glued together, and we try to be that glue in the middle. But I think one of the key factors and what makes it really special is how governmental entrepreneurs, businesses, associations, all the ecosystem players are willing to work together and how they're available for each other. And that's not only, words, we actually see that in practice. And here in Rockit, we have, ecosystem builders meetings every month. And it's not uncommon to see, someone from a startup having a coffee over with a decision maker from the governmental area. So they're available for each other and they work together. So I think that's very unique. And that's what makes Lithuanian fintech ecosystem special. The growth we have seen is tremendous. In the last 10 years has gone threefold. And it's, I think, as everything in life, it's a lot of hard work and a bit of luck, right? So I think that's what happened to the Lithuanian ecosystem as well. So first of all, there was a very forward-looking regulator that had this fintech strategy a long time ago, before it was famous, right? They said we want to be famous for our fintechs. So the Bank of Lithuania and the regulator, they have streamlined the process of electronic money institution. It's quite easy to get it. Also, they have created this infrastructure like Central Link, which allowed the fintechs to connect to European payment infrastructure quite easily. And, we reap the benefits now because, 25 million of European Union people are served from Lithuania. So that's every 10th European Union citizen is served by a fintech from Lithuania. But at the same time, it's also this balance between innovation and regulation, right? So I'm talking about the regulator being very fintech friendly, having all these tools for fintechs to quite happily and easily work in Lithuania, but at the same time, it's a very strict regulator. We are one of the most safest jurisdictions across the world, and the regulator is very sort of careful to keep it that way. So it's, how the regulator puts themselves, it's like mother, loving but strict, right? So that's, I think, this balance between innovation, freedom, working, but also adhering to the rules, because we're talking about finance, so you have to have no shadow of a doubt. We even actually applied to be home for AMLA, the anti-money laundering authority here in Vilnius. So fingers crossed.
Right, okay. Now, what do you think other ecosystems around Europe and perhaps the world could learn from the example that Vilnius has followed in order to achieve such a astounding growth?
Okay, so I'm just going to recap what I said is working together. But first of all, is actually having a strategy and a wish, knowing what you want to achieve. Second of all, knowing that it takes time, right? We're celebrating the success of Lithuanian fintech ecosystem, but when you look at the roots, it started 10 years ago, right? It's like growing, I always say growing ecosystem is like growing a forest. it actually takes time. So at the beginning, you try to plant as many seedlings as you can, but as they grow, you look at the maturity, the pruning, the ones that are not that good, and helping the ones that are strong, and so on and so forth. So it takes time, so you have to be patient. And for that, then all the ecosystem players need to work together, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you need to have a glue like Rockit.
Right. Now, let me follow up on that, because Rockit is the mastermind behind the Fintech Day, which it's on its third edition this year in 2024. How has the Fintech Day contributed towards the overall mission of fostering the ecosystem?
So the way I see Fintech Day is this inside out and outside in approach. So we use Fintech Day as a platform for local and regional fintech companies to be audible and visible, right? So they can sort of translate what they're trying to say to the whole world. But at the same time, we try to bring the influencers in the area and the global thought leaders so that the latest trends are brought into the region as well. So it's sort of a beautiful exchange, and then networking happens, the idea exchange. And I think that's really helps to keep the buzz alive, and to keep sort of the thought leadership alive as well here.
Right, and last year we had the privilege of experiencing the Fintech Day firsthand, and we were able to witness the vibrancy and the electrifying nature of what you've created here in Lithuania. What would you tell someone that hasn't had the opportunity to experience the Fintech Day so that they don't miss the 2024 edition?
I think what you described about the Fintech Day is very flattering, but I think it's a lot to do with what Lithuanian fintech ecosystem is. It's exactly that: vibrant, dynamic, and actually very hungry. So hungry for success, hungry for what's new, hungry for innovation. And I think mixing with people like that, it rubs off. So I think if you would like to feel that dynamic vibrancy and innovative mindset, you just have to come and be with the right people in the right room.
And I think that word you use, hunger, it perfectly encapsulates the feeling that you get here of this fast-growing and ambitious desire to expand what's happening. It's really quite unique. As one of the key orchestrators of the Lithuanian ecosystem, what is Rockit's vision for what fintech will become in the next 3 to 5 years?
Okay, so I see it, as I was mentioning, with this metaphor with forest, right? It's definitely maturing and growing and becoming stronger. But I also see it like sort of as branching out. So, for example, Vilnius is already a very great place to be. I just think that more people have to find out how great it is.
Right.
So it's no wonder that Financial Times rated it as the second European city of the future, and they rated things like innovation mindset, growth, infrastructure, foreign funding, and so on and so forth. So is this, again, this hunger and this dynamic? I think we have quite a nice snowball effect rolling at the moment, and I just hope it's just going to get bigger. And I wish everyone come and be part of it.
Absolutely. I think we can speak about this, tirelessly, but it has to be experienced. People need to come here and really see what the whole buzz is about.
Yeah.
Now, I believe you have something that you associate with Lithuania that you brought to show us.
Yes, of course. Okay, so this is a jar of honey and has a Rockit logo on it. So there is 2 reasons why it is especially important to me. So I'll start with the Lithuanian reason. So in Lithuanian culture, honey and bees is almost sort of sacred, because even the word bičiulis, which means a close friend, derives from the word bites, which means bee. So someone you share bees with is your very close friend, right? So therefore, honey is like a sign of friendship. The reason it has a Rockit logo on it is because on the roof of this building, we actually own a beehive that has, Rockit brand on it. So we say that it's Rockit bees that brought this honey. And since honey is a symbol of friendship, we give it to Rockit friends, and therefore I want to give it to you.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. What a great story. So you actually, you have your own beehives with
correct.
your own...
Yeah.
This is very special. Thank you very much,
You're
Lina.
welcome.
Well, it's been great talking to you. Thank you for taking the time, and we look forward to seeing you in February for the Fintech Day.
Can't wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.